See if I can't use this damn share button. Share and Discord. All right, it says it's reconnecting. Give the sucker a chance to kick in. Whew. Oh man, I gotta set a timer too. Some bitch. All right. That's the last time I'll do that. We'll see who shows up here. This is kind of unscripted. Actually, it's in the title, Unscripted. Let's see what happens. Looks like someone's here already. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button or give me a 5x5 in the text so we can... There we go. Oops, is showing up. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not bad. I'm only 28 minutes late for being a holiday. Good morning, Jordan. Good to see you guys. Debbie's here. Good morning. How's the temp? Well, the sky just fell out here for like half an hour straight. Good morning, Light Raider. It's flooded. Everything is flooded. There is like 4 or 5 inches of water in the areas that are just flooded. This parking lot drains out pretty quickly, but you can still see all to the front of me where there's 4 or 5 inches of water on the ground. So it's all funny. Good morning, Miss Melody. Good to see you. Good to see you. Catitudes in the house. West Virginia Pappy. Looks like I've got about 28 minutes on this live stream. Humid and hot or cold? No, it's actually pretty cool. The Eastern Shore doesn't really get like super anything. But I mean, it is what it is. The water's actually clear in the parking lot. It looks like a little stream you might want to drink out of. Good morning, Ian. Good morning. Guys, like I said in the title, this is an unscripted live stream. So if there's anything you want to talk about, please put that in the chat so that we can go forward once we get enough people in here. Looks like it's filling up reasonably quick. Let's see. Rhodes is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Andy showed up. Good to see you. I'm just going to drink coffee and talk smack until someone puts something in the chat to talk about. I can't tell you, I kind of glanced at the news. There's really not a lot that I saw. Thank goodness. Ride. Good morning. I don't know what ride is. How was the bus? Oh, okay. I can do that. I'm actually I started chopping that video up last night or this morning. Oh, excuse me. Mostly the bus itself wasn't bad, but bike clubs going to the Colorado. I heard that was false. Is what I heard, Debbie. I think people were just talking to be talking. You know, you've got the we're going to talk about the bus instead of that, but I'm going to crack the window here because it's getting sticky in here already. The Aurora PD say that there's no evidence that this is happening, and now people are making videos about how they're being, people are coming to their door and saying, hey, if you want to continue to live here, you'll pay us as well. So it's hard to tell what's happening. If it's a hoax, it's a pretty good one. But back to the bus. The bus was very interesting to spend time in. You know, it had a toilet, it had running water, it had air conditioning, but it wasn't super great. I honestly would have probably, would have probably preferred to just sleep in a tent because the bed in it was too small for 2 people. And so I just gave the girlfriend the bed, and it was not level at all. So she slept at a slight incline with her feet down. And there was another, like, you could pull out this piece of plywood and turn it sideways where these 2 benches were up front. And then you could, there's another mattress that you could put it on top of that was part of the bed. And so I slept on that, but then I slept like sideways, like angled, because the bus was not level. Then I don't think that the guy, it was clear that they'd spent some time in this bus and actually like took it down the road, kind of lived in the bus kind of thing. You had storage compartments all over the place, but the water system in it, whenever you ran the water, you would start to smell like septic, like gray water. And I thought, well, maybe that's just a smell from the tanks. They're coming up through the pipes. But no, it started to get weird. And then, I actually like washed my hair in the sink, and then my head smelled like septic water. And so I was like, no, we're not doing anything more. We hadn't been drinking. We bought jugs of bottled water with us. But the last night we ended up staying in a hotel, just a little Motel 6, $60-$70 a night, taking a shower and just kind of hanging out and watching TV, that kind of stuff. But I mean, it was an experience. There was some things that I learned from it. Let's see here. We're about 6 opposed to 7 days. Let's see here. Did you unplug on your trip? Did you try on any prepper gadgets? Okay. Jordan is asking this question. No, I wouldn't say we tried on. I guess we kind of did unplug a little bit. But so the first day, we spent the night, and then the first day we kind of just sat in front of the fire pit like most of the afternoon, or most of the day, or most of the morning, should I say. By about 1 o'clock, I was like, this is boring, let's go to town. So we went to town, and we hit a couple of hiking / backpacking stores, and then it's some really nice gear, but it's very expensive. What's up, Big Prepper? But it's really expensive stuff. What I found that was kind of neat was there was a box outside of the front of this store, and the members know this because I shared it with them. A book on survival was inside this box. Now, the box that was on the front step of this backpacking store was Through Hiker's drop box. You basically put anything you want in it, and if you want to take anything out of it, you can take anything you want out of it. Stuff that didn't work, things that you don't need anymore, things that were just weighing too much. So my guess is the guy bought the book. It's like this thick. I'll show it to you guys next chance I get. But it's got some really good information in it. Really, really good pictorial type stuff showing you how to some different survival techniques. I did like how the book breaks it up into zones or regions, like, is it the desert? Is it tropical? Is it woodland? That kind of thing. So it was interesting to see that. And got a drink. Time to drink. So anyway, I got that book. There wasn't really much else. And oddly enough, I found a Ziploc bag full of cotton balls that had been soaked in Vaseline. It's like, wait a minute. Normally you throw stuff here you don't need or is too heavy. I understand the book, but why? All the hand warmers, it was full of hand warmers, but I didn't take any of the hand warmers because I was like, I don't need these. But I did take the book, and I checked it out. I think it's like a $29.99 book, but I pretty much imagined it's probably some through hiker who took it with him to read on the hike, and it came all the way from Georgia. Oh my God, what is going on with my yawning this morning? That's way too many times. But I guess he carried it all the way from Georgia. And we were in Roanoke, Virginia, so. But, and then, let's see, then Saturday, we hiked Tinker's Cliff. Now, I don't care what the app says. Tinker's Cliff is no joke, my friends. No joke. It starts off reasonably easy. And then it just starts to go straight up. It's about 4 miles, but it took us 4 hours to get up there and back down. And honestly, it wasn't. I wasn't when we got to the top of the cliff. It just wasn't all that. It really wasn't. I think if I ever do it again, I'm probably not going to climb up Tinker's Cliff. I will start on the other side of the mountain and go to like McAfee's Knob, then cut across, then maybe spend the night there someplace. It'll probably be a multi-day trek, but I'm never climbing up it and climbing back down it as a day hike. Not fun at all. Basically, muscles destroyed going up it, and joints destroyed coming down it. I mean, just slamming straight down. My calves from the hike down are totally destroyed. It's crazy. Ibuprofen is king right now. So it is just that fun. Hey, what's up, Giorgio? Good to see you, bro. Like I said, I've just spliced together all the video from the bus and the hike, and then I'm probably going to have to dub over almost all of it, because all you can really hear is me breathing heavy and stepping. You can you can hear all the steps. So I'm probably just gonna dub over all of it, maybe add a little bit of music, just kind of like, hey, this is where I've been the last few days. I'm back. Don't worry about it. Everything will resume. Let's see here. Yeah, Rose, I just thought it was interesting that the things that they were dropping were all very light. Some of them were clothing, but this time of year, the thru hikers that may be in the Roanoke area are actually southbound. They're not northbound. Northbound in August, they should be up in, Jesus, almost towards the end of the trail. Let's see. Sounds like Blair Witch. But I shared some pictures with the members. We had a great breakfast on Friday morning that we cooked ourselves. We went to some great restaurants for breakfast and supper. If you're ever up in the look for Angel's Diner. My God, I've never been in a place where nothing was wrong with the food at all. I mean, perfect. Everything was spiced perfectly. It was an actually super awesome part of the trip to be able to eat in some of these restaurants. But on the preparedness side, it's kind of a thinking man's game once you get away from all the electronics. Do you feel like you forgot anything? No, I'm pretty sure we didn't. Actually, I thought I might have left my keys in the bus, but they were just in the girlfriend's car. But no, I feel like I should have brought more things. I had to actually, going up the hill, before we went up the hill, I went and bought a compass, just cause. But I should have brought more. My Garmin, I should have brought another bottle of water, because we went through a lot of water. Matter of fact, we had another couple that was hiking with us, and they just came with a shirt on their back and like one Nalgene bottle full of water. And they only made it like maybe a fourth of the way, and they had to turn back. They didn't get to do it. But water, and I tell you guys all the time, water, food security. But I tell you what, just going up that mountain, I went through a lot of water. We went through, between the two of us, we went through 1, 2, 3, 4 of the large, fitness waters or nature vitamin waters. 4 of the large ones. The 5, is it 5 liters? I think they're called. But just carrying anything at that point, I didn't think it was very, honestly, I never really even thought it was heavy for a second. But ounces equal pounds and pounds equal pain. So let's see. Did you bring anything you wish you left at home? No, not at all, Jordan. Like I said, I actually think that I should have brought my Garmin with me. That was stupid not to do that, because there were lots of situations where the cell phones were not working at certain altitudes. The higher we got, the more bars we got. But you know, you get down. There were several gullies that you found yourself in. No cell service at all. No cell service. What's up, Jamie? Good to see you. Do you prefer bottles over backpack bladders? I prefer the bottles. I prefer the bottles because you can reuse the bottles pretty easily. That is the weirdest looking Cadillac SUV you've ever seen. It looks like a little bitty Hearst. That's weird. I actually like the bottles, the ones that actually have the pop tops on them. And then that's another thing I forgot to bring was water filtration. I really kind of went 100% tourist on this, and I really, that was kind of stupid of me. But it wouldn't have mattered where we were because there was no water on that side of Tinkers. There's two streams. You got the what is it? Catawba River, and then there was another one that was a tributary. But they're in question because they're coming off of cattle land, and you definitely don't want to drink that water. So, oh, I'm a slacker. That's hilarious. Would you recommend that spot for a bug out? No, I would not. I would not, because right now, this time of year, water is sparse. I think the fact that they got so much rain on Saturday night I'm sure the creeks filled up, but I'm sure they emptied out pretty quickly. Now, that part of the world, man, that's a great place to hide. That's for sure. But you better be strong. You better be strong, because those hills are no joke. No joke whatsoever. See any Catawba worms? I did not. I saw there were two big old bucks that we saw on the trail. I saw a rabbit. I saw a bunch of fat squirrels. Lots of trees that are falling down. But yeah, no, that's all I saw. I didn't see any Catawba worms. But like I said, I'm in the middle of. I just put the video together, and I've still got pictures that I'm gonna add to it to talk about different things. Didn't really spend a lot of time talking about the van because we didn't spend a lot. I'm sorry, the bus, because we didn't spend a lot of time in the bus. It's interesting, but I think that if that were my bus, the power management would have been a little bit better. We literally had like one outlet with like 4 things plugged into it, and we had to unplug some of the stuff that the owner had plugged into it so that we could use our own stuff. I would definitely make sure that the water systems were not connected I'm guessing his gray water tank was connected to his black water tank, is what I'm guessing, or he may just have one, which is awful. Let's see. I would definitely make sure that the beds were a little bit better. And I don't know, I would probably make the bed bigger because it was just too small. It was a little ridiculous. All right, what else we got in the chat, guys? What else we got in the chat? Hey, do me a favor. This is a good time for everybody to hit that thumbs up button, as well as type the number 1 in the chat if you love your country, America. That'll help out a little bit. I know it's a holiday, so we're all kind of slacking a little bit, but there are 20 of you in here, so yeah, we can definitely fix that problem. Did it make you think about getting a project bus? Sorry for the noise. The dumpster truck just showed up and is now throwing a dumpster around like it's a rag doll. We're gonna wait until he's done beeping right back up into me. I don't know what he's doing. There's another one. He's gonna grab a second one. He's gonna toss that one around. Where are we at here? I'm gonna move this timer, and then did it make you think about buying a project bus? Kinda, Hicktown honey. Kinda. No, you love your country. You just hate your government. Huge difference. All right, what's he gonna do now? Come on, man. Power this sucker up. You know what? I'm not gonna wait. I'll just roll this window up until he leaves. There we go. Now we don't have to listen to his crazy stuff. Use hammocks on bus self-leveling bed. Yeah, exactly. Oddly enough, when we got to the top of Catawba, there is actually a campsite. I didn't think you could camp up there, but there's a fire ring up there. So people have been camping up there, and it is reasonably flat at the top of the cliffs area. So to answer your question, yes, it did make us think about doing a project bus. You know, I was literally thinking about like getting a bus like delivered, like a bus hulk or shell delivered to the property in North Carolina, and then fixing it up to turn it into like an Airbnb / hip camp type thing. In the same way that where we were living could very easily turn something like that into more than what it really is, and be completely independent. You know what I'm saying? I could friggin' hook it up with solar panels and all this other stuff. And then I started thinking to myself, but then I'd be so jealous because I would be like, I want to take this bus out. Let's go do something. Let's go take this bus someplace. Let's go on a trip, travel someplace in this bus. So, you know, there were ideas. We talked about it at length, actually, about what we could do that was different than what we saw, what ideas we could take from what we are seeing. Who knows, maybe something will happen, but it probably won't happen till at least next year. But yeah, with the hammocks, definitely, if you're going to be in the mountains, you know, you could easily, but I would definitely be doing the hammock camping if I was in the mountains. Let's see here. Big Prepper says, come here, you. Where are we at here? I wish everyone on social media would stop talking about abortion because neither side is willing to compromise. Abortion isn't a political issue, but was utilized as such. It was a divisive. Yes. Every time people talk about that subject, it's an instant loser. You know, one wants to say that it's their battle lines. The other wants to say it's their battle lines. It has no place in politics, and the people who use it will only fail. That's one of the reasons that most of the Republicans have completely ignored the issue, which just pisses the left off. Storage container cabins. I mean, that's a possibility. It's a little bit more work, but the thing is it's like, hey, you want to come sleep in a storage container? Or, hey, you want to come sleep in a bus? You know? Let's see here. Big Prepper says, I had just an argument with Military Arms Channel on X over him. I followed the guy from information and reviews on guns, not his stance on abortion. Yeah. It's a moralistic approach, okay? There's no right or wrong answer, and here's why. No one can definitively say when a life begins, because if they could, then after that point it would be murder. It's that idea. It's that simple. You can say that this book tells you when it is, or you can say that this science book tells you when it is. And those will always be at odds with each other, always. Okay? Because there will be there's a difference between faith and knowledge. It's that simple. So simply arguing about it is a complete waste of time. And if it would be no different than me telling you that, hey, this is a prepper channel, but let's talk about shingles. Let's talk about awning. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about construction work. It's like, why are you stick to your niche, bro? If you want to have another channel about something else, do that over there. So, all right, let's see. Until they figure out how to run the V. I don't know what that means. Tom Mateo, good to see you, bro. Haven't seen you in a while. All right, so we got about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on here. Some people just, exactly, Jordan. I hate those people. It's like, explain this to me, and then you explain it to them, and then they change the subject, and they just want to argue with somebody. So put some stuff in the chat, guys. We've got about 5 minutes left on this live stream, and then I've got to go. I've still got to go unpack everything. It's absolutely crazy coming back from a vacation, because nothing's where it's supposed to be. Nothing is where it's supposed to be. I've still got to get ready for the live stream tomorrow. I've got all sorts of stuff I've got to do. But I've still got 4 minutes and 50 seconds for you right now. So put some stuff in the chat and we shall continue. Some people just like to tell you you're wrong. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I normally just, if I sense that's happening, I'll be like, oh, well, okay, so you're right. I'm wrong. Next question. That normally shuts him up. Let's see here. How was the gas in Tourist Town? Oh, the gas was extremely cheap. We filled up before we left at $2.95 a gallon. We were very surprised to see that the fuel in that area was very, very low. Like, we're glad to see you back uninjured. Well, it looks like I'm uninjured. I do feel like I've been beat across the calves with a 2x4, but other than that, I'm fine. My knees kind of got all blown out. That basically reminded me of my age. Other than that, I'm fine. All right, let's see. We got 29 people in here and only 13 thumbs up. Cha-cha-cha. Gas is $2.60 there in Tennessee. Yeah, that is actually a talking point. No one can actually explain why the price of gas has gone down big time, you know. I'm really kind of expecting, you know, Captain JoJo to do a victory dance about that stuff. You are right. That does feel good. Did you take first aid kit on the hike? West Virginia, Pappy? No, I did not. It was one of the things on my list that I did not. My list of things I failed to do. You know, I literally went like full vacay mode. Once I started the hike, I was like, you know what? What if this and what if that and what if this? And I was slacking. I was totally slacking. That's nice. Most tourists exploit with their prices. Happy Monday, Labor Day. It's all Grady. I don't recognize you. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. How long was the hike? The hike was 3.7 miles uphill, 3.7 miles downhill. But it wasn't really a hill. It was a mountain. It was a mountain. I'm actually rubbing my calves right now because they're so sore. Are you a rock hound? No, I am not. I am not. Okay. I mean, there was a couple of scrambles, but not really a lot. It was okay. I mean, I just prefer a nice little trail to walk. All right, Cool Colt's got it. I didn't even know you were here, Cool Colt. You too. Have a great day, man. What was the grade degree? Oh my God, there's a section called the stairs, and it's like this. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Gas down, not here in Northern California, almost $4 on a reservation. Ellen, I am sorry to hear that. Most people don't know what steep terrain is. It's true. Well, you live in the mountains, so you know what I'm talking about. But you know, this is there was about I want to say it was almost 2,000 feet elevation change from the bottom to the top. So it got there rapidly. It got there rapidly. Okay, so running out of stuff to talk about as well as time. I have 40 seconds left. Do me a favor, guys, as you are going out the door, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you are, I know I'm on the Eastern Shore of Virginia, P. Smith, but it is flat here. And I like it that way. That's how apocalypse movie starts. Prepper goes on vacation and leaves everything he preaches. I know, right? It's awful. I'm such a hypocrite. Oh, it's too funny. Anyway, so guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button on the way out. The alarm's about to go on 7 seconds. And if you like what I'm doing, check out the members. Go find the members page, guys. Shut up, phone. I got to dismiss this. Go find the members. I saw we actually have another new member who came in at the minimalist level. But it is what it is. So I got to go. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you, which will be tomorrow probably. Bye-bye.